Hey Celtics Nation, it's great to be back with another exclusive video bringing you the latest updates on our beloved Boston Celtics. Before we get into all the exciting details, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit that button. You know the drill. This way, you'll never miss out on any breaking news or exclusive content. Trust me, you won't want to be left out when it comes to the Celtics, and we've got a lot to dive into today. Now, if you've been following the Celtics closely, you know just how important the playoff series against the Orlando Magic has been. The Celtics grabbed Game 4 of the series and now lead the Magic 3-1, putting them in an excellent position to close out the series and advance to the next round. This is exactly the type of momentum Boston needs to carry forward if they want to make a deep run in these playoffs. The game itself was a tough battle, but the Celtics showed their resilience, especially on the defensive end. Orlando put up a fight, but Boston's defense was just too much for them to handle. There were moments where the Magic looked like they might be able to take control, but the Celtics always managed to find a way to answer back, whether it was a timely shot or a crucial stop. It wasn't a perfect game by any means, but it was the kind of gritty win that playoff teams need to secure. Of course, when you're talking about the Celtics, you can't ignore the incredible performances from some of their key players. Jason Tatum, as usual, was the standout star, leading the charge on both ends of the floor. His scoring ability, combined with his defense, made a huge difference. Tatum was aggressive from the start, showing why he's one of the top players in the league. He was everywhere, scoring, assisting, and making life difficult for Orlando's best players. He's been an absolute force this postseason, and if the Celtics are going to continue their playoff run, they'll need him to stay locked in like this. Another player who deserves a mention is Jaylen Brown, who has been playing some of the best basketball of his career. Brown's development as a two-way player has been huge for the Celtics, and in this game, he was instrumental on both offense and defense. He's the kind of player that can turn a game around with his athleticism and basketball IQ, and we saw a lot of that on display in this matchup. The dynamic duo of Tatum and Brown is truly something special, and it's a big reason why the Celtics are one of the favorites in the East. But let's not forget about the rest of the roster. Marcus Smart, the reigning defensive player of the year, was his usual self, providing a steady presence on defense and contributing to the offense when needed. Smart is the glue that holds this team together, and his leadership on the court is invaluable. Al Horford, with his experience and basketball IQ, continues to be a steadying force, providing the Celtics with solid minutes and clutch plays when it matters most. Robert Williams, when healthy, has been an elite rim protector, and he's given the Celtics that extra layer of defense they've needed to lock down the paint. The Celtics' depth is something that really sets them apart from other teams, and that depth was on full display in this game. While the Celtics played well overall, there was one moment during the game that caught a lot of people's attention. Jason Tatum, the star of the show, got into a bit of an altercation with Orlando's head coach Jamal Mosley on the sideline. It wasn't anything too serious, but it definitely sparked some conversation. As competitive as these games are, tensions can run high, and emotions often get the best of players and coaches alike. It was a brief exchange, but it was enough to get fans talking, especially given the intensity of the playoff atmosphere. After the game, Tatum was asked about the situation, and he addressed it with his usual calm demeanor. Tatum explained that it was nothing personal and that it was just two competitive individuals being passionate about the game. He emphasized that it's all part of the competitive nature of playoff basketball. Nothing serious, Tatum said. It's just a bunch of men out there in a competitive environment. Everybody's passionate, just showing emotion. I've got a lot of respect for Coach Mosley and what he's done with that group. It's great to see Tatum handle the situation with such maturity. While it's easy for people to make a big deal out of minor altercations, especially in a high-stakes game like this, Tatum's words show that he understands the heat of the moment. Emotions run high in the playoffs, and it's a sign of respect that Tatum acknowledged Mosley's work with the Magic. This is exactly the type of leadership you want from your star player. Someone who can remain level-headed and understand that the bigger picture is what matters most as we move forward. In the playoffs, the Celtics will need to keep their focus and maintain that competitive fire. They're in a prime position to advance to the next round, but they can't afford to take their foot off the gas. The Magic may be on the ropes, but they're not out yet. Orlando will come out fighting in Game 5, and the Celtics will need to be ready for that challenge. This is the time of year where every possession counts, and the Celtics have to stay sharp if they want to make it to the next stage of the playoffs. Looking ahead, the Celtics are in a great spot. They've shown they can handle adversity, and their star players are stepping up when it matters most. The team is clicking on all cylinders, and the depth they have across the roster is a huge advantage. But as we all know, the playoffs are a different animal, and there's still a long way to go. The Celtics can't get complacent. They need to keep bringing the intensity and focus that has gotten them to this point. With Tatum and Brown leading the way, they're more than capable of making a deep run and bringing Banner 18 back to Boston. So what do you think, Celtics Nation? Do you believe this team has what it takes to make it all the way to the finals? Are they ready to close out this series and continue their journey toward a championship? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear from you. And once again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button so you never miss any of the latest Celtics updates. Let's keep the energy high, and together let's cheer this team all the way to victory. As the Celtics head into Game 5, there are several key factors they need to focus on to ensure they don't let this series slip away. Orlando, despite being down in the series, isn't a team that can be underestimated. The Magic have shown all season long that they can be a formidable opponent, especially when they get on a roll. And while they face their challenges throughout the season, the potential for an upset still exists. That's why the Celtics can't afford to take their foot off the gas pedal. They have to bring their A game in every single matchup, especially when it's time to close out a series. One of the things that stands out about this Celtics team is their incredible depth. It's not just about the star power of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, although those two players have been phenomenal throughout the series. It's also about the contributions they've gotten from the supporting cast. Marcus Smart, for example, has been huge on both sides of the ball. As the reigning Defensive Player of the Year, Smart has taken on the toughest assignments and done a tremendous job slowing down Orlando's key players. His ability to guard multiple positions and create plays on offense makes him one of the most valuable players on the floor. He may not always put up the flashiest stats, but his impact is felt every time he steps on the court. Then there's Al Horford, who continues to defy father time with his level of play. At his age, many players start to show signs of decline, but not Horford. He's been incredibly effective, especially in crucial moments, providing the Celtics with timely scoring and strong defense. His leadership and experience are invaluable, and his ability to stretch the floor with his shooting gives the team another weapon to use in tight games. Horford's basketball IQ is off the charts, and he's the kind of player who can make a huge difference when the stakes are high. Another player who has stepped up is Robert Williams. The Celtics' defense has been suffocating throughout the series, and Williams has been a big part of that. His shot blocking ability and presence in the paint have made it difficult for Orlando to get easy baskets. When Williams is on the floor, it feels like the Celtics have a safety net in the middle. His energy is infectious, and his ability to alter shots and secure rebounds helps Boston control the tempo of the game. When Williams is playing at his best, he gives the Celtics an edge that most teams can't match. The one thing the Celtics need to be mindful of as they look to close out the series is their consistency. It's been a roller coaster at times, with moments of brilliance followed by stretches of inconsistency. The team has shown they can compete with anyone when they're locked in, but there have also been times when they've let their foot off the gas and allowed the opposition to climb back into games. Against a team like Orlando, you can't afford to take any breaks. The Magic might be young, but they've got talented players who can make things happen quickly if given the chance. The Celtics need to stay focused, stay disciplined, and execute their game plan from start to finish. Another factor that could play a big role in the next few games is the crowd in Boston. TD Garden has always been one of the most electric arenas in the NBA, and you can bet that the fans will be out in full force to support their team. The energy in the building was unlike anything else, and it's the kind of atmosphere that can fuel a team to greatness. The Celtics have always had an advantage when playing at home, and if they can feed off the energy from the crowd, they'll have a huge opportunity to close out the series and move on to the next round. Boston fans are some of the most passionate in the league, and when they're behind their team, it's a sight to behold. The crowd can be a game changer, and it's something the Celtics will need to embrace if they want to continue their journey in the playoffs. Looking ahead, the Celtics will have to be ready for whatever Orlando throws at them. The Magic aren't going down without a fight, and they'll be looking to push the series to a Game 6, if not further. But with their experience, talent, and leadership, the Celtics have everything they need to handle the pressure. This is the time of year where the true contenders start to separate themselves from the rest of the pack. And Boston has shown time and time again that they're more than capable of going all the way. Jason Tatum has been nothing short of sensational. This postseason, his scoring ability, his ability to rebound, and his defense have been a huge part of the Celtics' success. He's been the focal point of the offense, and everything runs through him. Whether it's hitting clutch shots, making plays for his teammates, or stepping up in big moments, Tatum has proven he's ready to carry the team on his shoulders. And while Tatum has been the star, Jaylen Brown has been right there beside him. Brown has continued to show that he's more than capable of stepping up when called upon. His growth as a two-way player has been incredible, and his ability to impact the game on both ends of the floor has made him one of the most well-rounded players in the league. For the Celtics, it's all about continuing to stay focused, keep playing unselfish basketball, and trusting in their system. The team has a lot of weapons, and they've shown that they can win in a variety of ways. Whether it's a dominant offensive performance or a suffocating defensive effort, the Celtics have proven they can win however they need to. And that's what makes them such a dangerous team heading into the rest of the playoffs. The next few games are critical for the Celtics, but they have all the tools necessary to take care of business and move on to the next round. If they continue to play with the intensity and focus they've shown so far, there's no doubt they'll be in a great position to make a deep run. The team has a championship mentality, and that's exactly what they'll need if they're going to bring another title back to Boston. The road to the finals is long, but with the talent and leadership they have on this team, the Celtics are more than capable of making it all the way. But before we continue, please remember to subscribe to the channel and give the video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest news about the Boston Celtics. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. In a move that has left the NBA world reeling, the Boston Celtics have stunned fans and analysts alike by officially announcing the signing of superstar forward Kevin Durant. The 35-year-old, widely regarded as one of the best players of his generation, has spent much of his career in the spotlight, but this latest shift to the Celtics is one of the most shocking twists in recent NBA history. Durant, who has had an illustrious career with stints at the Oklahoma City Thunder, Golden State Warriors, and Brooklyn Nets, will now be donning the green and white of Boston. The trade, which materialized after months of rumors and speculation, represents a major leap for the Celtics, who have already been a strong contender in the Eastern Conference in recent years. With the addition of Durant, the team looks set to challenge for the NBA championship in their upcoming season, making them one of the most formidable squads in the league. While the Celtics have long been known for their storied history and championship pedigree, their recent push to acquire Durant is a statement of intent. The franchise has not shied away from big moves in the past, but this acquisition could be a game changer. Durant brings an elite scoring ability, unmatched versatility, and an unparalleled playoff pedigree that will significantly bolster the Celtics' already potent lineup. For Durant, the move to Boston marks the latest chapter in his pursuit of another NBA title. Despite his individual success, including 2 NBA Finals MVPs and multiple All-Star appearances, Durant is often found himself seeking new challenges after leaving previous teams. Boston presents him with an intriguing opportunity, as the Celtics are well positioned to contend with the league's elite teams, particularly with the likes of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown already in place. The addition of Durant instantly shifts the balance of power in the Eastern Conference. The Celtics were already one of the favorites to make a deep playoff run, but now they are seen as one of the top contenders for the championship. With Durant on the roster, they will have a player who can take over games in clutch moments, providing them with a proven closer when the stakes are highest. As the news spreads, the basketball world is left to process what this monumental acquisition means for the Celtics' future and a wider NBA landscape. Durant's presence in Boston will undoubtedly create a new dynamic in the league, as teams now have to adjust to the new-look Celtics, who will be aiming to capture their 18th championship banner. While there will be questions about how Durant fits into the existing structure of the team, one thing is clear: Boston has just made a move that could very well shape the NBA for years to come. The stage is set for what promises to be an exciting and unforgettable season for the Celtics and their fans. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Boston Celtics, please subscribe to our channel and give the video a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.